Funny talking about my personal finances because no one ever believes anything I say because they're like, you're a billionaire. I'm like, that's net worth. I have negative money right now. I'm borrowing money. That's how little money I have.
According to MrBeast himself, he is broke. Kai Cenat apparently quits. Someone on YouTube uploaded a video that is 140 days long. And the most downloaded app currently in China asks if you're alive or dead. And a whole lot more to cover in this video. Before we proceed, in case you're confused and asking yourself, who is this guy and why should I listen to him? Hear me out. I was casually scrolling on YouTube and I noticed there are news channels, commentary channels, even channels that talk about other YouTubers. But one thing stood out. There are little to no channels giving weekly YouTube updates, like what's actually going on YouTube. So I took it upon myself to start doing this. I know what you're thinking. What makes you feel like you're certified for this? The amount of hours I spend on YouTube daily needs to be studied, bro. Alright, enough talking. Let's get straight into the video. So we're going to be starting with someone that made his whole fan base worried about him. Yes, I'm talking about Kai Cenat. You probably noticed by now that Kai Cenat is trending, but you don't really know why. Let me just give you a summary of what happened. A few weeks ago, he broke up with his long-term girlfriend, which actually broke him a lot. So he didn't stream for weeks, which is normal for YouTubers, but not for streamers. Streamers literally stream every day. So going off for weeks isn't normal. He got his fans worried. And then all of a sudden, a few days ago, he dropped a bombshell video titled I Quits. I'm not even kidding. So at first, a lot of us thought he quit streaming or content creation in general. But when I watched the video, everything he was just yakking about was him quitting the pressure. Don't let me rant too much about it, just watch the video.
I quit, thinking in my head of the goals I want to achieve and not pursuing them because I'm primarily known for one thing and super scared to step out that box and try new things.
So yeah, that is literally what is said in the beginning of this video. The rest of the video was just him working on his new clothing brand that he's about to launch called Vivets. So after watching the video, there is no point in the video where he mentioned anything about quitting streaming or quitting content creation in general. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is it okay for creators to take breaks like this, to rest and reflect on their lives, or they should just live their life away for us making content? Moving on. I watched one of MrBeast's interviews and he said himself he is broke. He literally said everyone that is watching right now has more money in his bank than him. Guess bro, I haven't seen my house.
No one ever believes anything I say. So, I mean, because they're like, you're a billionaire. I'm like, that's net worth. I have negative money right now. I'm borrowing money. That's how little money I have. Technically, everyone watching this video has more money than me in their bank account if you subtract the equity value of my company, which doesn't buy me McDonald's in the morning or whatever.
So yeah, that is everything he talked about in the video. Still on MrBeast though, I was scrolling yesterday. Yes, I was scrolling again. He announced that he's going to be making the Super Bowl commercial this year, which is a really big deal, to be honest. So basically, he tweeted that he's going to love to make the commercial for the Super Bowl. So the CEO of Salesforce replied his tweets saying he's interested. Few days later, MrBeast flew to their headquarters and pitched his idea to the board. And apparently they loved it. So MrBeast is going to be making the Super Bowl commercial this year. We all know what happened last year. Now let's move to something more serious. So the most downloaded app currently in China asks if you're alive or dead. The loneliness crisis in China has gotten to the point that they're creating an app that requires subscription, by the way. An app that asks if you're still alive or dead. So if you're alive, you click yes, and it sends notification to your family members so they know you're still alive. But if it sends the notification and you don't answer the quiz, the question, it's going to send an emergency to the authorities and police is going to come check up on you. You think this is a good thing? I think on one side, some will say, oh, that's good, people won't disturb me anymore. But on the other side, that is just making people even more distant from their families, because whenever you receive a notification and they ask you if you are alive or dead, and you just click you are alive, the notification gets to your family member and they see it and they feel like, oh, he's alive. They don't care if you're fine. So I don't think that app is the best. I remember when China was worried about being overpopulated, and now they're at the crisis of being underpopulated in years to come. So they really have work to do. Moving on, someone uploaded a video that is 140 days long. No, not 140 minutes, not 140 hours, 140 days long, bro. I saw this, or so I thought. I had to investigate myself. I went and searched for the video and I watched it, and it's just 12 hours of blank screen. Yeah, because that is normally the maximum amount of video length allowed on YouTube. So the 140 days that was displayed was just a glitch on YouTube. And ironically, the guy also uploaded a short that is 6 hours long. Yeah, that's some short, alright. So YouTube has surpassed traditional TV. In the UK, YouTube overtook BBC in traditional monthly viewership, marking a shift in how audiences consume video content. I mean, this is inevitable because the same YouTube cable that is going now also retired some entertainment systems. So it's actually meant to be, because I think streaming is the way now. But come to think of it, what do you think is going to retire streaming in the future? Let me know in the comments. But for now, moving on. YouTube rolled out a new parental control feature that lets caregivers or parents set specific time limits for short viewing time. The real reason YouTube actually made this feature was to address the concerns about doom scrolling habits among your users, which makes a lot of sense. Google and YouTube are approaching a deadline to pay out a $30 million class action settlement over allegations that they improperly collect data from children under the age of 13 on YouTube and YouTube Kids. So basically what I just yapped about is that YouTube was accused of collecting data from young users under the age of 13. So they are filing lawsuits against them. Note, this data collection is used to track ads for them. So they're going to be loaded with specific ads, which I think is quite... So they are trying to settle the parents with $30 million. This doesn't mean they admitted guilt, but the $30 million is just to shut them up. Just to, I can feel the tension in the room. They just round everything up with a feel-good story. The Sidemen Charity Match has been confirmed. It is going to be held at Wembley. Surprise, surprise. On 18th of April 2026. I mean, literally all of us can't wait for the Sidemen Charity Match. Even if you are not interested in football, it is always something crazy at the charity match every single year. And that is a wrap for this video. If you find this video interesting and you love what you watch, just make sure to like the video. And if you want more of this weekly updates on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Let's just grow together.